Hello, everybody. It's me again, Rich Andre, and today we're going to be just answering flashcards. Just literally just reviewing my flashcards of chemistry. So let's start. So, what three subatomic particles were discovered in the late 19th and early 20th centuries? I know this answer. Okay, I'm not looking at the answer right now. I know that the answer is on the screen, but I know that the answer is first is the proton, which was discovered by Eugene Goldstein. The second is the electron, which was discovered by J.J. Thomson, and the third is the neutron, which was discovered by James Chadwick. Okay, so I was right in all of them, though I don't know the dates of when they were discovered, but I know the names. Okay, so it's 1885, 1897, 1932. Okay, so we're good. I'll just put us good. What is inorganic chemistry? So inorganic chemistry, I believe, deals with the stuff that I don't know, that is made out of carbon. Carbon. Oh, that was actually organic chemistry. So inorganic chemistry. Is the chemistry of compounds that do not contain hydrocarbon radicals. So they do not contain hydrocarbon radicals. Okay, so we're good on that. What is the scientific method? I believe the scientific method is it's a question. There's a question, a hypothesis, predictions. Then there's a experiment, and if the hypothesis is consistent, then it becomes a theory. If it isn't, then you just rinse and repeat the process. Okay. It says here. This is the principles and procedures for the systematic pursuit of knowledge involving the recognition and formulation of a problem. So there's a problem, the collection of data through observation, an experiment, and formulation testing hypotheses. Okay, so we're good. I couldn't really answer that, but so what is organic chemistry? I know that organic chemistry has something to do with carbon compounds, probably. I don't know, but it has something to do with oil. Yeah, yeah, I'm right. So it's a branch. Organic chemistry is a branch of chemistry dedicated to the study of the structures, synthesis, and reactions of carbon-containing compounds, which are CO, CO2, CO3, and CN. Okay, so we're good. What are the five main branches of chemistry? So you have organic chemistry, uh, inorganic chemistry, biochemistry, uh, quanti- qualitative chemistry, something like that. And then we have organic, inorganic, biochemistry, quantitative or qualitative chemistry. I don't know. I don't really. But it's something like that. And then we have like something is something. Okay, okay, okay. So you have organic, inorganic, analytic, physical chemistry, and biochemistry. I'll just do it again. So the flow of the scientific method is basically there's prediction, there's a problem, there's a hypothesis, then you make a experiments, and when you experiment, it's probably something like that. Experiment and the hypothesis. The results are consistent with the hypothesis, then you become a theory. If it doesn't, then we just rinse and repeat. Okay, so we have observations, hypothesis, observations, hypothesis, predictions, and tests. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it again. So I'm not looking at the answer right now. Discovered a proton and when? Okay, Eugene Goldstein in 1885. Okay, I'll just do it again. Who discovered oxygen and when? I know that Carl Skill. Okay, Carl Skill originally discovered oxygen in 1772, but Joseph Priestley was the one credited for it 2 years later in 1774. So we're good. There are five main branches of chemistry. We have organic, inorganic, analytic, physical, and biochemistry. So what is chemistry? I'm not really sure what the formal definition of it is. So there's a branch of science that deals with the study of matter. So it deals with the study of matter and the changes matter undergoes, including state of matter, composition, properties, changes, energy changes, laws governing matter. Yeah, so it basically just studies matter and the changes of matter. So what is the flow of the scientific method? What is the flow of the scientific method? You have observation, hypothesis, predictions, and tests. If the test is consistent, then you make a theory. If not, then you modify the hypothesis and then you repeat. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We discovered a proton when? Eugene Goldstein in 1885. Who originally proposed the concept behind phlogiston theory. I can't remember. So we have Johann J. Beecher, and George Ernst Stahl. So you have George Ernst Stahl, and Johann J. Beecher was the original person who believed in phlogiston, and then George Ernst Stahl formulated the formal phlogiston theory. I'll just do it again. What does chemistry deal with in the natural world? Living matter. Just with the natural world. All its transformations. It's Coulomb's law. Okay. So Coulomb's law, discovered by Charles Coulomb, given two particles separated by a certain distance, the force of attraction or repulsion. Separated by a certain distance, force of attraction is directly proportional to the product of the two charges and inversely proportional to the distance between the two charges. So the more attraction there is, the bigger the charges of the two, and the more the force of attraction, then the less distance between the two charges, between the two particles. If there's more repulsion, then there's yeah, but you can just take it at that. 6 aspects of matter chemistry studies. Oh, yeah, properties, I think. Properties, such and such. I'm sure. Okay, so we have state of matter, composition, properties, changes. State of matter, composition, properties, changes, energy changes, laws governing matter. Properties, so there's 6 aspects. What is physical chemistry? I'm not really sure on that. What the fuck? How to go back? I'm not really sure when my internet connection was. Not sure why Anki isn't showing right now, but I'll just do a display capture. Yeah. So we're trying to find what is physical chemistry. I know it has something to do with the things that you see. So it's a branch of chemistry dealing with the physical properties of chemical substances. Physical properties. Chemical substances. Properties of chemical substances, and including why and how bonds are formed. And the energy changes that take place. What caused the death of alchemy at the end of the 17th century? I'm not sure. Disproving of Aristotle's four elements theory, and the publishing of the book Skeptical Chemist by Robert Boyle. So I believe this is the same guy who it was named after Boyle's law, probably. So the disproving of four elements. Destroys early form of chemistry. And so it was basically published in a book called Skeptical Chemist by Robert Boyle. It was Joseph Priestley. He was the one who was credited with discovering oxygen in 1774. Okay, he was an Italian minister who did much scientific research, especially in gases such as air, carbon dioxide, and oxygen. Okay. How many organic compounds have been identified and named? A million or either a million or 600,000? Oh my god, 3 million. 3 million is a lot. Coulomb's law is the force of a the force Coulomb's law basically just says that the force of attraction or repulsion between two particles is directly proportional to the two charges and is inversely proportional to the distance of the two particles. I think that's what it is. Discovered by Charles Coulomb, given two particles separated by a certain distance, the force of attraction or repulsion is directly proportional to the product of the two charges and inversely proportional to the distance between the two charges. So I was right. Good. What are the six aspects of matter? I think that's the state of the matter, properties, the state, the matter, state of the matter, the properties, the composition, the laws governing the matter. I don't know the other two. Yeah. So I got four, but we got changes and energy changes as well. I'll try again. I believe it just deals with the physical composition of the matters, physical composition of the matter, and relates to how bonds are formed or how those relate to how bonds are formed and how the state the matter is transformed. Uh, with the physical properties, I was right about that. Pretty why how bonds are formed and the energy changes that take place. Have to take note of the energy changes. So unitary resistor who was researching different gases such as air, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Just proving the Paramus theory. Uh, skip, by publishing the book by that guy. Good. It's basically a substance that was used to start to transmit the cheap metal. 3 million. Excluded from CO, CO2, CO3, CN. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Question 1803. The atomic theory. Diba? Tama. The Delta publishes the atomic theory stating that all matter is composed of atoms which are small and invisible. But I think there was a original theory with the ancient Greeks when it came to atoms, because the word atoms was actually a Latin word. It's either Latin or a Greek word that meant atomos, which basically meant indivisible. So John Dalton basically just piled upon this discovery. It basically just deals with the quantitative side, or the quantitative side of the Zero quantitative or qualitative? Yeah. So it's about identification of substances. How much is present? What's present? Just trying to present. So it deals with our environment, obviously, with the ills, the environmental ills, studying the environmental ills, how to proposing solutions to address them. Right, it involves studying environmental ills such as air pollution, water pollution, solid waste, hazardous waste, nuclear concerns, and find greatness.
Pasok pa kayo.
Address them, yes.
Uniform na naglansa ko na. Panyo, mayroong panyo. Umunti na yung aapat na lang yung panyo. Asan yung mga panyo? Inalaan nyo na, aapat na lang yan.
Sa laundry?
Napakadami yung panyo, apat na lang natira.
Ilan ba yung panahon?
10 yun ah.
Nasa laundry. It happened in 19th and 20th centuries. Well, yes, ayun nga, that's beautiful. Ah, ayun nga, bundles informations. What? Oh, yeah. That's good. So, greenhouse gases are basically the gases that come into the atmosphere, and basically are a form of insulator, and it basically causes global warming, and these greenhouse gases can be things such as methane, carbon dioxide. They come from the things such as waste, factory emissions, such and such. Yeah. We're good. Pope John, uh, he banned metallurgy or the converting of metals to gold, but this was still being done because it was backlash. But John Trump 22, 20, that's 22. Sure, this one of this practice. It was the 13th century. This was 12,200. Year 1200. Bro, that was like 800 years ago. That was 800 years ago, and you're still talking about it. It's basically a energy beacher, but it was formulated by this guy named George Stahl at 1800s, 1660. 1660 to something. Good, but good. Okay, was ever successfully transmitted? No, they didn't. They were never able to. They were never able to. Conspiracy theory, basically, let's talk about oxygen because there are substances in the air that basically combine with the fire. That's where the theory was spawned. Proposed by George Stahl, it claimed that when a substance burns, a substance called purpose sent with the air to aim or to project. Let's do it again. Well, we have fire, water, landed air. Oh, for properties. Cut, but for organelles problems, studying environmental chemistry. So, huh. Hazardous waste, nuclear bombs. Hazardous waste, nuclear bombs, air pollution, water pollution, land pollution. Yeah. Water pollution. Okay, so hazardous waste, nuclear bomb, radiation, solar rays, global warming. Let's do it again. Chemistry basically deals with the transformation or the study of all matter and how bonds are transformed, how energy changes, how the energy changes take place in substances. Yeah, with the physical properties of chemical substances, global bonds of energy change take place. Just gonna keep going and going. The six aspects of matter that chemistry studies. Well, first is properties, composition, state of matter, changes, energy changes, and laws governing matter. Good, we're good. Easy. What happens when a hypothesis is considered a test results? It becomes a theory if it does, it is consistent. You're not going to be able to you're just going to repeat. Around 1,000. Oh no. Approximately 100,000. Yeah, essentially 100,000